huge return. No risk, guaranteed success. Welcome to the highest return on investment promotion in the auto industry. Welcome to G&A Marketing's $100,000 guaranteed gross profit super sale. Year after year, our dealer clients earn record-breaking profits with our $100,000 guaranteed gross profit super sale. With G&A's talented on-site training and management teams and powerful advertising, our clients are earning a month's worth of gross profit in just 4 days. But don't take our word for it. Our results speak for themselves. Bobby Lehman Pontiac, Lancaster, Ohio.
158 ups, 62 sold, 239,000 gross profit.
We've been successful on our own, and everybody that's been in the business more than a week thinks that they know how to do it. But I'll tell you, in today's tough times, if you're not willing to give something new a try, then what you're finding is all of a sudden somebody down the street is, and you're the one that's losing out. So we tried it. The first sale was amazing, and we've done, I believe this is our 14th sale since then.
Well, I did 4 actually. I did 4 a year, and I often thought, and Steve was pushing me to do 4 a year, and I was thinking, Steve, I don't know, that's, you know, it might be going back to the well a little bit too much. You know, the last thing I want to do is I don't want to oversell my market. In actuality, all my fears of overselling my market never happened. I thought that maybe I'd have a big month, and then, you know, the next couple months in between, because I oversold it, that my numbers would go down. But in actuality, my numbers didn't, because their advertising was able to pull people from way outside of my market. And it was just like new business for me.
Tynan's Volkswagen, Aurora, Colorado.
396 ups, 117 sold, $310,000 gross profit.
In certain months with the sales, we've done as much gross business in the 4 days of the sale as we've done for the remainder of the month. So in a lot of cases, they've doubled our sales gross in a given month.
The gross profit, the front and back end, we'd say we've doubled the front end, at least doubled, and doubled the back end.
Tynan's Nissan, Fort Collins, Colorado.
128 ups, 60 sold, 250,880 gross profit.
We have had, actually, we've been doing business with G&A for 3 years, running a sale, a successful sale, every 6 weeks, and it's just kept our numbers above average.
If dealers are apprehensive out there and they're looking for something, it's call me. You know, that's going to be that was the way that I had called a couple of people they'd done business with, and a couple of large dealers, a couple of small dealers, and everybody said the same thing. Hey, I thought it was too good to be true, but I was looking for something, and I'll tell you what we found. We have found a way to bring customers to our showroom and to increase our bottom line, and to do it in a way that keeps everybody happy. And that's hard to accomplish, but the G&A guys that come every time do the same thing for us, day in and day out. They're here to sell cars, and they do a great job.
Greenbrook Pontiac, Greenbrook, New Jersey.
115 ups, 43 sold, 175,800 gross profit.
Many of our G&A sales have been tremendously successful. As in sales, all of them are not the best of the best, but in general, over 2.5 years, G&A has been consistently one of the best producing super sale teams we've ever been involved in.
Our first G&A sale was tremendously successful. It has probably been the best promotion that we've ever done in 32 years since I've been in the business. Consequently, for 2.5 years, we have continued to do a sale every month with G&A. In fact, this past October, we did 2 sales.
O'Connor Dodge, Chilliwack, British Columbia.
153 ups, 37 sold, 214,241 gross profit.
Right in the beginning, I was very apprehensive about it, just because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the process, you haven't been involved in it. I would say throw it all aside and just go for it, because it turns out to be excellent. It's worth everything you put into it.
The G&A sales have been very successful. They've increased our traffic and sales by 35%, giving us an average profit $4,000 per unit.
Ganley Dodge, Cleveland, Ohio.
191 ups, 52 sold, $182,438 gross profit.
You have nothing to lose and huge profits to gain by putting G&A Marketing's $100,000 guaranteed gross profit super sale to work for you. Our unique pay-for-performance program means we are 100% focused on ensuring the success of your super sale, because if you don't make money, we don't make money.
I talked to the president, Pat Gunning, who came to the store, and he had a guarantee written in the contract. At that point in time, I thought, you know, it's the first time I've seen a guarantee with the sales promotion, so I better try it. Consequently, I tried it.
Compared to my average grosses back at the store of $2,200, he was saying, Bob, it's never going to cost you a dime anyway, because the organization works on fantastic grosses of $4,000, and that is an average. So by the time I take 28 or 29% out of the equation, it's not really costing me a dime at all. I end up with even more average gross than what I would normally get.
Well, you're going to make more than the 28% that you're giving them. So it's actually, you're not paying for it at all. G&A's paying for it.
Forget about it, because the gross is going to cover it. You generally gross a lot more than you normally would anyways. So they cover their end by the larger gross.
I would recommend to prospective dealers, if they want to improve their used car department, sell more cars and make more gross, to strongly consider G&A Marketing, as long as you're not in my territory.
They bring high excitement, they bring high octane, and they mingle with you and your customers, and all of a sudden they create that old buying frenzy that you remember back when you used to be a car salesman. And that's what breeds the end of the day, when you look at the sheet and you've sold 10, 15, and boy, the day's gone, and you go home tired, but you can't wait to get there the next day.
G&A has a very big sales force. I think they conduct probably 20 sales around the country on a given weekend. So if your sale isn't as good as I think it will be, you're protected by their guarantee.
Our on-site management and training teams are picked from the top 1% in the auto industry. No rookies, no losers, just highly motivated, professional, well-trained pros who are 100% focused on training your staff and maximizing your profit and volume.
You know, G&A Marketing is they are very disciplined amongst their own sales staff and managers, and just execute everything to the utmost professionalism.
They bring an enthusiasm to the store. They excite our managers and our salespeople, and they're very professional in how they handle the customers.
Oh, they've mixed right in. There wasn't them and there wasn't us. It was we, you know, for the full 4 days.
One of the biggest positives I see from the G&A sales is that your guys learn more closing techniques. It kind of refreshes them back into that selling technique. Stuff that guys that have been selling for years, they seem to skip or forget. It refreshes them, it tells them and shows them how to do it properly right from the beginning again.
The G&A staff has excellent training because they're well skilled, and that's a compliment to the G&A, the owners of G&A that teach their salespeople and their workers how to work in the firing line of selling used cars, and that's where the dealer lives today, and they're very good at the fundamentals of selling.
When G&A arrives at our dealership, they totally sit down with management and just entirely discuss the whole game plan, execute that game plan where it just benefits. It's actually fun working with them.
With the relationship that my guys ended up developing with the G&A professionals, my guys want them back all the time. They just look at those boys as being a big paycheck.
You know, the experiences that we have had with G&A to date have been absolutely amazing. The guys that they have sent to us have been professional. They come with an attitude. They know they're here for one thing, and that's to help our sales staff sell cars, help the dealership make money. But one thing that has set them apart from some other people that I've used in the past is they've also had fun, and they've been really, really good to our customers. We've not experienced a bad CSI in them coming and doing our new car customers, which is always a huge concern to the dealer. Whenever you bring somebody in, are they going to treat my customers the way that I want you to treat them? These guys have been very professional, and like I say, 2 of the groups we've used more than once, and that's been a real help because now We know that we know what they do, and they know what we do. They know where the keys are, they know where the cars are, and now it's like a cohesive unit. And I would tell anybody that's tried them once, try them again. Use that same team, get to know them, and you're going to get to love them, and you're going to get to love the results.